Mike, take it away.
Yeah, I want to bring up about Brian Cashman's blow up just the other day, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, whenever it was, or depends on when you're watching this. To the
Yeah.
reporters, he got into it with, I think, Joel Sherman. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody out there, and I'm sure somebody will comment.
It was a bunch of reporters.
It was a bunch of reporters, and look, I don't blame the guy for being defensive. Everybody's ganging up on him. He's been known for having so much success with the Yankees, and all of a sudden everybody hates him. But I didn't like the way he handled it. He still continues to blame the past. He blamed injuries. He made excuses. And that's in New York, that's just not going to get it done. You know, I mean, if he just came out and said, look, we made deals, they backfired. That's on us. We're going to get this right. We would have shrugged our shoulders and said, okay, well, let's see, move on. You know, it doesn't, you know, when you start making excuses, like if any of us are at our jobs, we start making excuses, the boss is like, get rid of this guy. You know, like nobody has time for that. So, you know, he can try to be a tough guy all he wants. He'll be gone long before the Yankees are gone, just like we'll be gone long before the Yankees are gone, unless they move the team somewhere. You know, but my point is that, you know, you can't argue with the fans. This is their team. This is their city. It's representative of the city, and they're not winning, and their trades are backfiring. And you could say, oh, the trade's backfired, but he's a winner here now and there now. That doesn't matter. They can't hack in New York. You need better scouts or something.
I co-signed everything you just said, Mike, 100%. Yeah. The thing that stuck out to me about the press conference was the fact that he said, I think we're pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you just presided over the longest losing streak this team has seen in my lifetime and my dad's lifetime.
Yeah.
That is a fact, by the way. Okay? You cannot, after that fucking dumpster fire of a season, say, oh, yeah, we're pretty fucking good. No, dude.
No, they're not.
Like I said, my dad was born, I think he was born in the 50s. He's a 60s, 70s guy. He has never seen a losing streak that bad since he was a child, and I had never seen one. Yeah. And the fact is, they were 3 or 4 missed ground balls away from finishing under 500. You do not get to say that statement after that season.
They've been bad since they got no hit for 17 straight innings last year by the Astros. That's when it fell apart to me. And everybody's saying, it's injuries, this and that. To me, it's those 2 games, because the Yankees look like all the wind they were mortal. They came down to earth. Like, I guess we're not that good. That's what it felt like. And everything's been downhill since. And the last thing I'll say is this. What Lee brought up is really telling about getting under the payroll and the analytics. That's what's poisoning the game. But getting under the payroll, like the Yankees are doing it, they just put the patch on their jersey. The Yankees don't even have their names on the back of their jersey. They're such traditionalists. So you know they need money. This is a money problem they're dealing with, and he's not allowed to spend. Or even if he is, he's getting crap. He's getting bargain bin stuff. So all is not well.
That's the issue. I mean, is that the roster has been Mike, Brian, you hop in.
Brian, go ahead.
I can fucking talk till I'm blue in the face.
Yeah.
Yankee Blue.
Well, I didn't see this rant at all, but I did see the video of Hal Steinbrenner just basically being like, we're terrible. Like,
I don't know what I'm doing.
That guy did, like, he looked like his wife just left him. He just, the way he had his face in his hands, he's like, we're terrible. He's like, we're awful. We're awful. And that's, so I don't think I even want to see. From what you described, because I heard about it, I don't think I even want to see Brian Cashman, defend the Yankees, because seeing Hal Steinbrenner basically on the verge of tears was just, I think that's enough. I think that just says
it's hilarious. Yeah. Look, we're in New York all the time, so we see people out in the street yelling like lunatics. That was Brian Cashman. So if you've seen that, dude, on your daily commute to work,
you know what? I'm like, I want to second that too. Like the one thing I kind of liked about it was it was the most New York moment I feel like he's had.
Yeah.
Because dude, Brian, he was legit dropping like F-bombs and like saying the word bullshit, and like he looked like a dude who like had a couple of shots at a bar and was like screaming at the TV. Like it was very animated because he's usually very like monotone and boring. It was kind of fun to watch, but also you're sitting there like, oh no, he's imploding in real time.
Somebody come get your man. Come get your boy.
I mean,
come get your boy.
But and obviously I'm not a Yankees fan, so like anytime they kind of take a nosedive, it's always kind of entertaining to me. But I also he seemed like after watching the Jeter documentary, he seemed like such a villain,
Oh yeah.
to me. Like he just like I don't know how I don't know what Yankees fans' feelings are on him. I imagine that it's just like not great, but like yeah, I mean, I didn't.
Oh no, they're not great.
No.
I didn't come away with a good feeling about Brian Cashman, especially after watching the Jeter documentary. That's when I was like,
yeah, the fans want him fired. They literally fans were organizing #fire Cashman nights at the stadium, where you'd get like a few thousand people to show up and chant "Fire Cashman" during the game. Like, hopefully that answers your question.
Sorry, I didn't mean to keep interrupting, but this is what I'll end it with this. I'm asked Lee about Dave Winfield. The thing about Dave Winfield and the modern Yankees, and I guess maybe I'm being a bit of a homer because he was my favorite player, but when he got traded and George Steinbrenner hired a private investigator to look into him, and that got Steinbrenner suspended. That getting George out of the picture and allowing the Yankees to keep their young players is how Gene Michael saved the organization. They kept Jeter. They made the right trades. They brought in a lot of young people. They kept Bernie Williams. So, I was curious what Lee's point of view was on Winfield, but the impact of that situation has so much on the Yankees' future that my point is keeping the young players was all Gene Michael. Brian Cashman inherited that team in the late 90s, rode the wave of success. I'm not saying he did bad things all the time, but he's getting a lot of credit for the Yankee dynasty when it belongs to Gene Michael and the people before him. And the guy in between.
Real fans know he inherited a good situation, but we don't need to, because you and I could talk shit about Brian Cashman for an hour. So why don't we we'll clip there, get on to move on to the next thing.